see me and you judge me by my appearance, you're a fool. There was a time my father called some church members to come and cast the feminine gay out of me. Because in their mind, when you're feminine, you're gay.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I was young, so I didn't even know what gay was at the time. These people have been praying for me for the past fucking 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
And my mom was cooking, I was hungry. And I'm a tea man and so between him. So then I was like, what will I do for these people to leave me alone? So I just pretended and fell. When I fell, my father was like, it's gone. Let me tell you something. We have about 90% of people in this country. They need jobs on your application letter.
Yes.
But I was just a Christian who believes that God is going to do everything in my later life for me. I mean, that time in my miserable life. But no one on this earth can prove the existence of God. True or false? Okay then. So, if there is God, let's take it as if there is God there. Fine, there is God. He has created us. He has given us life. He has given us
the mind to think.
Excuse my language. What else am I going to look for him to do for me? You bought this chair, right? For what?
Podcast, the chair for the podcast.
And for what again?
To sit.
So will you tell me you're going to look for whoever made this chair?
No, but you know whether it exists. You know it was made.
I'm saying, will you say you bought it for podcast and for sitting on it?
Sitting, yes.
So will you say because of that you are going to look for the owner?
No.
So if God has created you, why then are you going to look for him to do what for you?
Hi guys, welcome back to Rants, Bants, and
Confessions.
It's your girl, E to the O, F your door, and I'm with my ladies.
Ajwati.
Rosie, period.
And it was like, it's sexy. Rosie. So today's conversation, we're talking about finding your own path, okay? You know, growing up, being in society, but not adjusting to the norms of society. Coming out of it, finding your own way, and then most likely be getting scrutinized or being called an outcast for just not fitting into the norms of society. And today's guest, oh no, you're black sheep or you're blue sheep. Indigo sheep. He is a perfect example of someone that we call not fitting into the norms of society, being a free thinker, open-minded, being who he is with a lot of confidence and not bowing down to the norms of society. You know, growing up as a pastor's child and just also gearing away from that faith and finding his own faith, and then ended up being in the Philippines. I don't know what he was doing in the Philippines, but we're going to find out from our guest today, none other than Mr. Tornado.
Hi,
Tornado.
Hi.
Like, before we even start the conversation, I want the world to know how much I love you.
I love you too, baby.
Like no. Like I love you from the bottom of my heart because you're just so real. Anybody who can confidently be who they are is a real person.
Sure.
He hides nothing. He speaks it out as it is. He don't give a heck if he's hurting your feelings. None of that shit matters. So, like, I really love you. The first time we never really met, but I was in a club. I forgot what club it was. And then he sent me a bottle. He sent me a bottle of, I think the champagne was like 7,000 cedis. He just sent me a bottle. We never met, but like up in my sim, he just sent me a bottle.
Yeah.
And then the second time we met was recently at Agrada.
Your hit song.
So yeah, Tornado, welcome to the show. How are you?
Good.
Amazing. So obviously today's conversation, we're talking about finding your own path, not fitting into the norms of society. Now you are the perfect example of that. So I want to understand, okay, so you
So why do you think I'm the perfect example?
That's not now show my way with social media.
Maya dai me kumo bi.
It's about cutting me kudipa.
Yeah, that one is true.
Like, no.
Oh,
Because growing up,
you
we
people are making me feel bad.
Yes. Growing up,
Why you girls on me like
no,
that?
Wait, listen. Growing up, we watched Nana Tornado,
Yeah.
and he's like, if Obia Simpi na Nana Tornado come on,
Obekambi.
I will go and watch it
Bruh,
because the things he will say sometimes.
Sure. He's
Oh,
so
you are
real.
fluffy.
Like, he's so real and he's blunt.
That's
Like,
the thing.
Oh, you
Nah,
are
don't
fluffy.
play.
Oh, you girls. Oh.
My mother used to say, if you don't know you're a bad person, now like what Sam Ekudin who I forget.
Forget it.
Forget.
So
You know, everyone in this country knows I'm a very sincere an honest person.
Yeah.
So I most of the time say, if you see me and you judge me by my appearance, you're a fool.
Yes.
True.
Because people get closer to me and they're like, hey, son,
yeah.
they don't even want to go no more.
Yeah.
Just a obia or evil and on to enter them in chain.
Exactly.
And chain.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly. So we're gonna get into that. Obi oye evil. I want to tell and cherry. There are some people that you were associated with, but they're no longer with you.
Yeah.
But before that, no, you were a pastor's kid. Now, Papa, you're so
Yeah.
rest in peace, your father. He passed away like 16 years.
18. My daughter is gonna be 18. So
Wow.
He has an 18-year-old daughter.
yeah.
Like what?
He's a daddy.
Obi enjoying say wumbo.
Yeah,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. You don't have to think because you don't have to know me.
Exactly.
I don't want you to know me.
Period. So growing up as a pastor's child, how was that? Were you always this way as like, being outspoken and whatnot? Like just being free with the way you are?
My father was very strict. So although I always try to be myself, we're in 50-50.
True.
50-50 like how?
You can be yourself 100%.
Fully.
Okay.
So would you say that then it means that you were forced to be there or to be that kind of person back
I wouldn't
then?
say I was forced, but where I am coming from, or software or preaching, or or puppet, also quite will be software, but better than the You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's done in China. Because I look a little bit feminine. It's okay, kakra. I look a little bit feminine. Now,
Then you had the logs and stuff.
you are, even though that I didn't have. Hey, no, that time I was young by then.
I know, like
Yeah, I think I was like 20 years. My mom and dad died.
okay.
And from 15 years in Ponami, me joining a announcing my radio station.
What?
I had a Filipino girlfriend. So they took me to Philippines. Without almost my crying BBL, almost me my crying BBL, but I'm in cry.
Wow.
Because we can't perform my main day. And those days, I don't know if I was in Tema community too. That's where they were announcing my missing. I was far gone by then.
So you've been famous.
I got there before telling them that, hey, my guy. People say, oh, yes, yeah.
Oh my God.
So that's how it was. And most of the time, if you don't go according to the trend most people go in this country,
Yes.
they see you to be an outcast.
An outcast.
Yeah.
Okay,
yes.
so let me tell you this funny thing. There was a time my father called some church members to come and cast the feminine gay out of me. Because in their mind, when you're feminine, you're gay.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I was young, so I didn't even know what gay was
right.
at the time. So, yeah. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
Hey. Pampario.
My sweetheart.
You see? So then my mom was cooking and these people have been praying for me for the past fucking 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
And my mom was cooking. I was hungry. And I'm a tea. So then I was like, what will I do for these people to leave me alone? So I just pretended and fell. When I fell, my father was like, it's gone.
And then you're rebellious.
It's gone. Sisi, I cried in wedding.
So they tried to pray the feminine
To cut
ways
the
out of
feminine
you.
and whatever gay out of me. But what's a young papa no. Mindset to say, we've learned a lot.
Yeah.
And in this country, I wouldn't even say in this country, even when they see you to be like that, they think you are being hunted by an evil spirit.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what they don't understand and learn to understand is that people are born different.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
They don't want to learn about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if they are able to accept that people are born different, then they know that everybody is different.
Yes.
Obi wo honma automatically oba ni wiase mu no or you evil or you den ya you
Son of
if you like cast the evil out obi wo oh you if you like cast the ewi out of sun naturally obi wo naturally bombard or you say ya
Right.
so then it's up to us the individuals to adjust it. That is why I always tell people we are not here to worship God, but we are here to worship ourselves. Saying now you are not a doctor honor no. Saying if you podcast no muna some you mean to be confront nurse in better has say you understand obiani dia oh yeah did you understand
Yes.
But as a black mentality no people just don't understand that and trust me I have passed that stage of being hunted by Ghanaians because I've been on TV for 18 good years and I've gone through a lot of dilemma in this country. So when I'm passing and you laugh, I know what you're talking about. When you smile, I know what you're talking about.
Hey.
Like you're
Odi?
strong. Oh.
No,
Really
because I
strong.
feel
There
like
is nothing you can do about it.
so the strength that you have now, it started from when you were a child?
Of course.
Were you
so
always...
if my own parents were able to call person to come cast gay and feminine out of me, what about a stranger? I didn't say
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Because no, on one case on TS.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Then I want to ask something. So at that age, right? Like, is it that because you were seeing like the feminine features, or you just knew you were different?
I just knew I was different.
You was.
Okay.
I just realized I wasn't like anybody, and I don't like playing even with guys. All my friends were.
So you've just always been this way. It's not like you saw it and you wanted to be
so
it.
what? Where? How can you see something?
I mean, right? Exactly.
That is why I'm always telling you. When you see someone doing what he or she doesn't want to do, it's either any brainy and answer not and not pretend.
Yeah, that's true.
Because me sitting here, you can never, ever in my little life force me to do what I don't want to do. So even in a relationship, I always tell my partner, if I'm doing something and you think I want us to play this way and you don't like it, tell me. Because I will never, ever, ever force you to do what you don't want to do.
Yeah.
But I also have rich friends who will force you to do what you don't want to do. I don't want that.
Right.
They can force you with money.
Yes.
So of course.
Yes, true.
True.
But me, I'll let you
all the
understand.
time.
Even if you're my partner, before to say, me,
Yeah.
because me a free thinker. So I always think say the idea wa enya would no.
Don't do it
And
to
fanya
others.
will be.
Yeah.
It's very simple as ABC.
Right.
That's how I live my life.
But I mean, even with your whole free thinking and so growing up in a religious home, obviously gearing away from religion, what made you separate yourself from religion and then started getting the idea or the insight that you don't believe in God?
I just grew up and I learned.
How?
At what age exactly?
And then how?
I think I became a free thinker. I think about 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay, that's recent.
Yes.
But prior to that, what were you then?
I was just a Christian who believes that God is gonna do everything in my later life for me. I mean that time in my miserable life. Because growing up,
what changed
it. So let me tell you something. We have about 90% of people in this country. They need jobs on your application letter.
Yes.
But sorry, them say
Yes.
I don't know about people, but
Yes.
Miss Honey, me feel everything without God is not possible.
Right.
But I just waked up from my slumber and I was like, no, you have to wake up and do everything yourself. Everything on this earth is 99% effort. Even if prayer works, it's 1%.
No, but even the Bible says faith without works is like.
Wait,
so you have to not just having faith, you have to also work.
That is the mentality. What's that? I saw for no difference. Even sorry them up to now. They even believe that even without application letter, miracle will happen. True of us. But there's no miracle anywhere. Trust me, my brother.
Right.
There is no miracle anywhere. You have to wake up and work for it.
So at the point where like you woke up from everything, is it like an experience that happened?
No, I just don't want to mention the person's name. But to say in your internet, me TTBB and me see obi.
Okay.
And I learned. And when we say adia wakuma wahonda no, anything that you already have interest in it, immediately you hear a little thing about it, it will capture you.
Yeah.
Because I realized that no, I was somewhere else.
Yes.
And what this man is preaching about is trying to tell me to be myself. Wake up, go and do what you have to do. Fight.
Yes.
Don't relax.
Okay, this person was like a free thinker.
Yeah.
Okay, on social media.
Yes.
And see, when you listen to him, it was attracting what was already within you.
Before I had this friend who comes to me, and when I'm talking about God and something, he tries to push me. I get angry and I sack him from my house.
Before.
Yes. Because so many papa also for it.
Yeah. That's what you believe in.
You understand? Even when I started talking about this religion thing about 8 years ago, 6 years ago on the internet, people were attacking me.
Of course they would, because that's their norm.
But I'm sorry if it's Islam, and it has helped me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm rich, but I'm okay now.
Yes.
Those days it wasn't like that because I was always like, I don't know, someone was thinking of God is gonna do everything at the right time. Everything is gonna be perfect. Who told you at the right time? Nothing is gonna be perfect. You gotta wake up, bro.
No, I feel like what religion has made God outside of them. Everything is within you.
Yeah.
Everything is within your power. So everything is in the mind. So if you put it in your mind that, yo, I want to get a job. I'm going to get a job. I need to go and do this. First, you have to think in your mind that I'm going to do it. And then you go and do it. But what religion does, in my perception, is that they think that you have to sit down and just pray. And it comes to
That's
you.
what I'm talking about.
That's not what it is. So
Zero effort.
So with me, I don't
without
think.
effort.
Right, without effort. So me, I think with you, what I perceive is that you don't believe in religion. You believe that you are your God. everything starts from within yourself. Obviously, we use the word God to talk about the higher self, the lights, the supernatural. But
Yeah.
that's the word that we've all used as human beings. The English word is God. But honestly, the language you're saying is that
Yeah. Since I became a free thinker, there is nothing.
That you've not been able to
nothing
do.
that I
can't
have
do.
said that I would do that I haven't done. Even say the 3 years, Kamaye.
Yeah, but it's also in the Bible that the life and death lies in the power of the tongue.
Tongue.
So everything that you're saying, it's in the word, but
Yeah.
it's the way some of these religious people have
Put it out there.
put it out there, changed it, and made you think that everything is outside of you, but
Yeah.
everything is within you.
Yep.
But we're not gonna get too religious here.
Before we leave this religion, the whole religion aspects, about freedom, like when you were very little, you say you run away from, and there's also been a part like in my life where I had to run away from home. Like that time, did you feel like, oh, I just need my freedom, or is it because of what they were doing at home that made you leave?
Every child needs his or her freedom.
True, that's true.
Every child growing up, whether good or bad, needs his or her freedom.
Okay.
It's in Akolabi or Honoma, or let me say, there are some kids. Let me use both parents, but especially the father. When the father is out from the house, they are really happy. Or when the father travels,
Yeah.
look at the freedom.
They
That
have,
comes with it. It's true.
And we have some strict mothers too. And also some to choir. Look at how the
Everybody's
kids
happy.
behave. So every child wants freedom till you are grown.
Okay, so was that the
Yeah.
kind of okay? So right now, what I want to understand is that Tonado was raised in a religious home. At what age did you said 4 years ago, right? You started becoming a free thinker 4 years ago. Okay, so with the free thinking, you understand that the power of everything is within you. So you don't believe in the existence of a higher being, God.
Okay, I wouldn't say that because there can't be a table without a carpenter.
Exactly.
I may say there is a creator, but no one on this earth can prove the existence of God. True or false? Okay then. So if there is God, let's take it as if there is God there. Fine, there is God. He has created us. He has given us life. He has given us
The mind to think.
To think. Excuse my language. What else am I going to look for him to do for me? You bought this shirt, right? For what?
Podcast.
The chair for the podcast.
And for what again?
To sit.
So will you tell me you're going to look for whoever made this chair?
No, but you know it exists. You know it was made.
I'm saying, will you say you bought it for podcast and for sitting
Yes,
on
the
it?
sitting,
So
yes.
will you say because of that you are going to look for the owner?
No.
So if God has created you, why then are you going to look for him to do what for you?
But
And he
I
has
don't-
given you the brain and everything.
Are you confused, Ajwa? So he's saying that, okay, you've bought this chair, okay? And you're gonna use a chair for sitting down, podcast, having fun, whatever it is. Are you now going to look for the person who made the chair, or are you going to enjoy the chair for what it is?
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that we don't need to go and find God
Because he has
outside of
already created
ourselves.
that he has given us
everything.
wisdom, he has given us
Yes.
everything, hand, mouth, everything. So why then are you going to worry him to do what again for you?
So then the thing is, it's not like you don't believe that there is an
I haven't said there is no God. I said if even there is a creator, what am I going to look for him to do for us? He has already given me everything as a human being.
Yes.
That's why I gave you the example with the chair
Yes.
or the table.
Yes.
The table is for us to put stuff on it. So why then will I say I went to buy a table and I'm going to look for the one who
Made the table.
Like for what? I have to enjoy the table.
What if you want to understand more about what else the table can do for you?
What can the table do for me?
Oh, plenty of things.
Yes, I don't tell me so I have to enjoy it.
So how will you gain what will you gain the wisdom from because
No, you people are talking about you going to listen.
the church. Is it the church?
No, it's not about the church. There is God, right?
Yes.
Yes.
He has created me. He has
Yes.
created you. If
Yes.
you are a door, he has given you wisdom. Wama or star will be right. And now you said you are going to look for him and praise him. You can't wash God's clothes.
No.
You can't do anything. You can't even prove that. Immediately you say God is a human being. That's just why
Yes,
that is
that
why I
one is
said
true.
no one can prove
Yes.
the existence of God.
Yes.
So let's take God and Satan out of every equation as human beings and think like a rational human being.
But I
If
think
your child is sick, you take your child to the hospital. You don't take your child to the church.
Okay.
If you do that,
I
you are a
agree.
fool.
I agree. I think the problem is that a lot of religious people have put their dependency on pastors.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And
That
God.
is the problem.
Yes,
And God, you can
No.
believe in
In a
God, you can
way,
believe in anything, because in different countries,
yes.
what you say, but don't depend on the thing.
Yes.
Truly.
I think that the dependency is on the pastors in the church.
And on the pastor with church.
Sitting in church 6 days a week, but you want a job.
And another thing is also they believing that, okay, God, if I'm able to talk to this person, it means I'm talking to God. God is not in any other human being. If you
Right.
believe that there's God,
Right.
it only means that, okay, there's a superficial power, there's someone, right? But he can't be seen, he can't be felt. He's not with us.
Because
he's
God-
probably within us, but
Why-
you can't see him.
To me,
Yeah.
thinking about those things are nonsense.
It's too much, eh?
No, that's
for what exactly?
No, God has brought you on this earth to fulfill your mission on this earth. Why then are you going to think
Look
about
for
him?
him.
What can you do for him? This is the question I'm asking you. It's like you buying the table and you are going to look for the one who made the table. What else? He said use the table. Fire the episode, that's what. Now, no questions on your mouth. He has already given you what you want.
So what do you feel about these pastors? That means, how do you feel about these pastors who have made themselves God?
Everyone is a God. So if you see your pastor as a God, it's up to you. I don't want to ridicule any pastor here. Everyone is God.
Because we're made in the image of God.
You understand? God at that time. Because you're gonna be merged up. To me, without the hair. Feel me?
Okay.
God.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
We
Well,
are here to serve ourselves, humanity. We can't serve God. So let's stop saying you can't do shit for God.
no, you see, I don't agree with that, because at the end of the day, what the Bible talks about, yes, God does not live in Acts 17:24.
Say, if
God
you are who you
talks
Christian,
about-
what
Me not
you
Christian,
say?
No, I'm not a Christian.
But
I'm not a Christian.
Bible,
Yeah, because
maybe everything can
No.
Bible. I
I
say
want
to
you
be
to
say
understand-
storybook now.
But listen to what I'm saying, though.
Uh-huh.
Listen, I'm not a Christian. I don't belong in any religion. I believe in the teachings of Jesus Christ. His teachings is talk about love. Loving each other, respecting each other. What you won't do to what you don't want somebody to do.
Don't do it to
you
another
don't do
person.
to others. These are the teachings
I mean,
of
a
Christ.
meeting, yeah.
Do you understand? Because the universe has a way of paying back people double for the things they've done to
But
you.
me and you be no me bonny me money cops are. It depends
Saudi.
kind of bonny, no. Now I me no.
But
It's my mafia way.
but the reason why
mafia way.
the reason why I quoted Acts was that it talks about God being the spirit that's within all of us, and also that God does not live in temples built by human hands. That means na me no onte asori them, and yenko asori enkosum na because na me oni honum na me he's within all of us.
Because the Jamin we are talking about, scrap. What I'm saying is that nobody can even prove the existence of Nyamina Yekano.
That's true.
If you do you understand where I'm also coming from?
we can prove it,
How
but
can you prove it?
because of his works.
But if
Are you no? Look
I'm
at
talking
look
about-
at the balance of society. Look at even gravity. Is just enough, okay? Look at the sun, where it sits. Look at the sky. Look at the birds. Look at the mountains. These are all
If
things
you're
that we
forget-
came to meet.
yeah, we came to meet them.
So we came to meet them. That means it was there before us. That means that is the God that we're talking about. People have made God and thinking that God is a nipa. God is not a human being. Yes, we are all created in God's image, but God is not a human being. That's even belittling that. That's what I'm saying. The title God is the English word that people have created to describe something supernatural. Okay, so when I say that we came to meet all these things, I feel like we're getting really deep into religion, but we want to talk about. Let's continue talking about the path, finding your own path,
Okay.
and not subjecting to conforming to social norms.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to talk about you going to the Philippines.
I also want to talk about you when they were saying you were a shower and stuff like that because you wear short skirts. And I didn't care. Do you know why? Because I also live in the Bronx. So I was like, that's a bad
It's a
bitch
normal.
right there. That's a bad bitch right there. They don't know what they're talking about. How are you also feeling?
Yeah, so when I came to Ghana, I was wearing all these short
They
things.
saw you to be an outcast,
They
right?
call me to
Just
be
like me.
An outcast, yeah. That's why I bonded. I bonded with you. Because, you know, like it wasn't a norm in our society. So Oba, you know, Obe Shisha and Yoma say.
Hey,
now why you're
I'm
free.
numb. Oh, Matthew,
I make us say, "Hey, you're numb."
maybe say no. So I can I understand where you're coming
Yeah.
from because to say it's not. Hey, I'm numb because
Yes.
maybe I'm too quiet. Don't go be that.
Yes.
Me expect to be woman numb.
Yes.
What I have seen, you've not seen it.
Exactly.
Where I've been to, you've not
You've
been
not
there.
been to.
So don't understand. I don't want you to understand me. To down cross is stay in your
Ignorant states.
That's the way.
Your
You feel me?
ignorance.
Aha.
So when they would say things about me, I didn't care because me, I knew something. I just like to look good and I like to express myself and wear skimpy clothes because that's how it made me feel at that time. Obviously, it made me, as I'm getting older, I want to look better. I want to dress differently. But just because people were calling me those words, it doesn't mean that I was that. I didn't allow the words that people said to
get
me
to you.
to make it who I am because I know something.
Yeah.
I like to show my sexy legs and my sexy thighs. But like you said, that was the norm. That is the norm of our society. It doesn't mean it's right. These are the same people who go to church. The same people who preach about God and God, but they'll come and ridicule someone. They'll come and
But you know the same dressing you're talking about, when we are in the States, nobody even watches you.
Nobody even watches you. Nobody cares because you know why? Because their culture is different. That's why Beyonce can wear whatever she wants to wear on stage, and the same Ghanaians will love it.
Yeah.
But let's a Ghanaian do the
Wear it
same
here.
thing. They will ridicule her and talk negative about the person.
Yeah.
So talking about the norms and stuff about you. Why are you running away from my Philippines question? Philippines, look where they want.
Oh, I went with my girlfriend and the mom and the little sister.
Wait, so your girlfriend was Filipino?
Yeah, so
Where did you
we
meet?
were all staying in the same hood.
You met in Ghana?
Yeah, we met in Ghana.
You were like what,
I
19?
used to dance salsa when I was young.
Really?
So yeah, so there was a place in Tema, Hotel Westgate.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where we met and ever she
So
shared. So we were
is that the woman you have the child with?
No.
Oh.
No, she's black.
She's a Black
Ghanaian?
American?
No, I mean the one I had the child is a black.
Black American?
No, black
she Ghanaian?
Ghanaian.
Yeah.
In Ghana or she's in America?
No, she's in Ghana.
So you guys met here in Ghana?
Yeah, it's different from Obroni or America.
Because I was coming to ask, you know, there was no Brony you were dating.
no.
No,
Because on my chance about Kupu.
the Brony?
Hey, I will start on the
Wait.
The
Okay,
whole
so
of
was
Worcester.
it for papers or was it
No,
like...
no, I don't. You know, I don't want to stay in America. If I wanted to stay in America,
You
I
would
would
have
have
been
stayed.
there,
I don't love to
right.
stay in. I only want to
So-
visit. I can't stay in America.
I think I'm interested in the bits about your daughter. I want to ask about like your relationship with her.
Oh,
What's
she
it
doesn't
like?
mind. She doesn't mind. She's just like me. She doesn't mind.
Oh, really?
Oh, she even sees stuff on the internet because that they come and look at your people. They want to cash out. Come and look at your people.
Oh, so she understands everything
Oh,
that
of
you do
course,
and
she
all
knows
of
who I
that.
am.
Right.
Yeah, I've
You
been
never
with her
hid
since
yourself.
she was 4 months, and she's almost getting to 18 years now.
Wow.
Until I say we are not owning me nothing, and she's getting to know me. I've been with her when she was a baby.
So is she also different? Is she also finding like her own path, or she's following what we are
Is she a
used to
free
hear?
thinker also?
Oh, I wouldn't say she's a free thinker because we on and I think she's
Okay.
too young for her to even understand what a free thinker is. So,
Okay.
so Nuni doing the baby and she want to find her own path. That's out
I
to her.
see.
But for now, she's like living like
That's
any
it.
other normal
Yeah,
Ghanaian.
every normal young girl. Yeah.
Okay.
So how did you meet the mother? Were you guys like, you guys were dating? How
Okay,
was
so
it?
when I was young, I said to myself I didn't want to go to school no more. And because I was feminine, my father thought I've done something there. So he said my mother should go and find out. Why I said I won't go, because he doesn't understand all of a sudden.
Why you don't
He
want to
said
go
he
to
would
school?
do this. I wasn't even 18, but he said he would buy me a car, he would do this. So I said I won't go. So he said, what do I want to do? To be frank, I had no idea, but it's just the school that
You didn't
want
I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
Okay, so I said I wanted to learn interior and exterior decoration. So he sent me to a school called Danny's Decoration in Tema. I think I was like 17 or 16 at that time.
So then you tell my boy.
Yes. So by 17 years, I had a
Yeah.
very big shop in Tema.
No.
Young boy or Whisker. And my baby mama's mother too was doing mobile money. So at that time, we had a phone. I am call to call.
Space to space.
Space to space. It was my shop, you know.
Yeah.
At the net of my shop. So as a young girl, I went home, say a rich man kid, the father always comes to drop. Him at work, a young guy,
Yeah.
have his own shop, and we started lobby, and quack.
Hey.
You understand?
So it was
So that's how I met her.
okay.
Yeah, that's how I met my baby mama.
So then, like, you guys didn't build a relationship
Oh,
from
we
there?
did. We did.
How long
we
were you
did.
guys together
I think for like 2 years or something.
Did the thought of marriage come into play?
No, not at all at that time.
How old were you? Like,
I think I was 18 or 19.
okay,
Oh.
so you didn't think of...
No.
But, okay, so then the baby just came...
My daughter was born 3 months before my dad died. So my dad didn't see my daughter.
Oh.
Yes.
my God.
And even I was scared to tell him,
Why?
hey, he's gonna beat the shit out of me.
Because you're not married.
And my pastor's son.
And your pastor's
yes,
son.
Yes.
Wow, so you had a child out of wedlock.
Yes,
But
yes,
wouldn't
yes.
he? Wouldn't? Don't you think he would have been happy that that means you're not gay or
Yeah.
you're not okay? You're
Maybe it would have
feminine,
cleared
but
that
you
up.
but you like women.
You know, fathers, parents, if even he was happy, he wouldn't let you know.
True.
It was my mom who was happy.
She got a grandbaby.
But even if my father was happy, he was like, okay, you look for money and feed the child yourself, but he never said anything about it.
And at the time at which she gave birth, were you still feminine?
Yes, this is how I've been all my life.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You may see me, you wouldn't know who I am, and you may judge me wrong.
Yes.
Well, that answers my question because
Yes.
I've been wanting to know if women actually like feminine men.
People like different types of.
Yes.
People have weird fetishes, don't you know?
Yeah.
You know the number of girls who approach me.
Hey.
But there can be about 10 girls here. If you can have respect back on podium.
Yeah.
And there can be about 5 girls here. If you can have respect back on
What's your
bedroom.
spec?
What's your spec?
Slim, tall.
Slim, tall. You don't like thick.
No, I don't like that.
Wait, like big boobs,
No,
big
no,
butt.
no,
no.
Bruni.
At
Nothing.
all. I understand.
Cute.
Cute.
Maybe not tall.
So your baby
Cute.
mama, she was slim,
She
tall.
was at that time.
But now she's this thick.
Yeah, because she married and got kids too.
Okay, she got married and
Yeah,
had other
she-
kids.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Nice.
Okay, so let's talking about kids and stuff. So, has the idea of marriage ever come into your mind?
No, I'm not gonna
What do you
get
think
married.
about marriage?
I think it's like an imprisonment or something.
And imprisonment.
Yeah.
Please, can you elaborate a bit to me, like a trim? Like, why do you see marriage to be
I
imprisonment?
think it's like an imprisonment unless you get your soulmate.
So do you think your dad got his soulmate?
Of course.
That's your mom?
They've
Your
lived
mom?
together for like 60 years or something.
60.
Yeah, or 50 years or something.
Wow.
So
Okay, so then it's not like you thinking it's imprisonment. You feel like the wrong partners make marriage seem like
That's
an
it.
imprisonment.
That's it.
But if you find your
But me home
soulmate,
is hard me pay up.
I mean,
And I'm in a relationship.
Really?
But I indeed because most of the time I even treat them more better than even myself in the relationship. Like try to even pamper you more than even
Nana?
me myself, and they think you are a fool.
So
No,
wait,
it's true.
if
Most
you're
of
going
them
to,
think you're a fool.
if you're talking about relationships, okay, so what's your sexuality?
As in, you
Like
wanna know?
who you go into relationships with?
like, are
I
you
don't understand.
fluid? Are you fluid? Do you date men and women? Do you just date women? Do you date men? Do you date trans? Do you date, what do you,
What is trust?
trans? Are you
Trans,
girl?
you don't-
I'll tell let me tell trans.
yeah.
Aphrodite or what?
No,
hermaphrodite.
they've
So a
changed.
trans is someone who identifies, so a man who identifies as a woman. So biologically he's a male,
Okay.
but he has done enhancements, maybe fillers or breast
Artificially,
enhancements.
he's a woman.
And then,
okay.
but he believes he's a woman.
Oh, okay.
Or we also have trans men who are women who believe that they're men, so they cut off their breasts and then
You have
they
the phone here?
take
Yeah.
testosterone.
Okay, so if you want to know who I date, you can Google or you can go to Google and you know whether it was a man I was dating or a woman. Go
Your
there.
partners on social media, your partners on Google?
In terms of Tornado's girlfriend,
Wait, I'm coming.
Google and I just saw bad and I'm dating.
Because
and
I
I'm
only
dating.
seen Tornado
You see it.
with women. I only saw you with like that Obroni that you were
Yeah, so
dating.
everybody
and you were
knew
posting.
who I was dating at that time.
So you guys broke up?
No, long
But me,
time.
I did not
Why?
see the
No,
Bruni.
why?
No, no.
No, how-
so
or have it.
Obroni be
I did not see the
insane.
Bruni.
Like on purpose, say yeah, if you put na if you can say if you don't pop I'm in chain, maybe I'm in shut up crap on the booby fool.
So she's jealous. Was she insecure?
Obesha that yet said yeah, wabon sa no afi. Or to me figure madam for 4 girls.
What?
Who star
Sine bia do leave?
no I say wabo you do fear no say na me na girl they flare.
She would throw up on your
Yeah,
friends?
she will pretend she's drunk. You know what I mean? When we get
So
home,
she
then
was
she's gonna tell
possessive.
me she intentionally did it.
Then I mean, she
Wow.
really liked you.
Oh,
Or
of
she really
course.
loved you.
Oh, maybe
Maybe it turns an obsession.
she was
Maybe
a
she
nurse.
was obsessed.
You know she was a nurse.
Yeah.
So, and she didn't know who I was. And she didn't know I was celebrating. So when she got to school, people started showing that, hey, we've seen
Yeah.
you. And she
Dating
was
this
still
guy.
confused. So she came home very angry that Ghana for no more, the Ghanaian society,
Community,
I mean,
uh-huh.
the Ghanaians in the
In the
school,
school.
says I'm gay.
Oh.
So then when she came, I was like, so, okay, let's take it as if I'm gay. Do I fuck you well? She said, yes. So I said, what's your problem?
So that's probably why she was so possessive, because she was throwing it down in the bedroom.
Oh, I think last year when I was in America, she said she's in Florida, so I should come. Me free to cry.
Oh.
So she's
She's a twin. She's a twin.
Okay.
Yeah, so everywhere she goes with her twin sister.
So are you in a relationship right now?
For now, yes. Yes.
Another Brinian.
Are you going to get
Oh,
married?
no.
And a Ghanaian.
Oh, yes, Ghanaian.
Are you going to get
okay.
married?
Oh, no, I'm not getting married soon.
But okay, not soon. But you
Yeah.
believe if you find your soulmate, you will get married.
Yes.
And then would you
Okay.
want to have more kids?
Perhaps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Nana, let's go to your fashion sense. Because over the years,
If you're talking about fashion sense, please talk about it here also. No,
oh, you bring
I don't have any fashion sense.
You do. Hey, now But did you guys see the outfit he wore to that woman's birthday party?
Which
Denise?
one?
The Denise, he had on this black, was it leather?
Hey, what do you
Let me tell him. It was this black low-rise leather pants with a crop top. And it was just the talk of the town. Everybody was talking about Tanara's
let me
outfit.
just
Not even
check.
the ladies. Google it.
Like, what do you
Denise's wedding.
sometimes pick your inspirations from? Because sometimes you come out and it's like, this is something everybody's going to talk about.
Yes.
Like people see him like, hey, did you see that dress? Did you see?
Do you purposely wear these things to get talked about, or it's just like, okay, it's who you are? Like, I'm gonna wear what the hell I want to wear.
Okay, so I told you earlier on I'm a free thinker.
Yes.
This is how I think.
Yeah.
I know if I do A, B have to come.
Okay.
Let me put it, I know if I do 1, 2 have to come.
Yes.
If I do 2, 3 have to come. Mm-hmm. So if I do 1 and 2 doesn't come and it goes 3, that means it's an error. So
Okay.
everything I do,
Calculated.
I know the coincidence and whatever, or the outcome of it.
Okay.
So I'm not
you're
a fool.
very, very much self-aware.
So I'm not a fool.
Right.
So everything that you do, I feel like, okay, you would say it's
So you think I didn't know people were going to insult me?
It's calculated.
You think I didn't know people were going to say
But
good
you just
things?
don't care.
You think I knew it?
But where do you get your inspirations from? Like when it comes to your fashion?
Yankasa inspiration me will be Biana.
Now,
Just me. I just sit down and work my arithmetic. I want to
You-
put
you
this
just-
and
you
this.
just-
Yeah.
You just said something that, you put 3 and 2 together and stuff like that. You get it.
I'm talking about in terms of thinking.
Oh, okay.
But when it comes to fashion, that's how I've been. I just know I'll put this and this and
It looks
that's
good.
it.
But wouldn't you say you had because you travel outside a lot? Would you say your influence also came from
Probably,
outside also?
probably,
Because
probably.
the way you dress is not a
Probably.
Ghanaian norm. It's not a norm
Probably.
in our
Probably.
society.
Probably.
You know, so I feel like maybe also outside has an influence
Perhaps.
on the way you dress.
Perhaps.
Now even with your jewelry and your grills.
If you kill you.
No, because no,
You look at your teeth. You're going to talk about some of these girls. Look at your teeth. It can change my life. You're talking about me, my.
No, because your grills is like you're just different, Tornado. You know,
very
and
different.
I just want to explore the difference because I'm sure there are young boys out there
Yeah.
who are feminine, and their family has made it seem like them being who they are is wrong. It's you're
So they're labeled outcasts.
they're labeled in a certain way, and they're looking at you, and they will get inspiration that you are free, you love who you
You're
are,
yourself,
and you
yeah.
walk and you walk in yourself.
But
So it's like
why can't you be free?
because there's a lot of restriction in this country. You know, you are
If are you going to sleep with someone on the street?
no.
So why do you have to be restricted?
Baby, but you know that's even as a child, even to ask questions in the house, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to question certain things. You're not allowed to ask about certain things. So as you grow up, you continue to be that way. You restrict yourself.
Then you wake up from your slumber.
How does someone wake
Then
up
you
from
look
their
for
slumber?
someone. I only say he or she can help you get to where you want to get.
So
Or
that's-
look for advice from someone. That's it. You can't
That's it.
keep on being wherever you are and be saying because of this and that you'll
can't
still
do
be.
this.
No, come
But
on.
you know it's not easy to be one way and then become another way, okay? It's not easy to, let's say 20 years of your life, okay? You have been taught to be this way. How do you break from that cycle, that way of thinking into a different way of
So
thinking?
I told you mine wasn't in reading.
What we talked about?
I told you mine wasn't in reading.
What did you read?
I mean, mine was in reading, not in reading what I was talking about. Something on internet and so on.
Okay. The person that you had met.
Yes, after reading and listening to more of, it's like, what's that? Yeah, well, I don't know how. What kind of motivators?
Motivational speakers.
Speakers.
Motivators.
You know,
Yeah.
people. You can even listen to a motivator, and your life will change.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people text me every time telling me, say, my quotes I put on my Instagram pages
Yes.
changes
Helps
their
them.
life.
Yeah.
But in my later mind, no, I'm just writing my
Yes.
ruffle.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a gradual the change is a gradual process.
If everything everyone is doing on this earth changes
It's a gradual
somebody's life,
process.
but probably you don't know.
Yes. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel you.
You think a lot of people don't want to be, young girls don't want to be like a Fyodor?
They do.
They don't like your style?
They do.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Nana, have you lost any friends, partners,
A lot.
Associates.
acquaintances
A lot.
because of your lifestyle
It's
or
not because of my lifestyle.
So what was
but,
it from?
But because of betrayal.
betrayal?
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm sure like this defines you as a person with principle.
That's why I told you I'm a very sincere and honest person, and everybody in this country knows about it.
Before we get into that, because I really want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Were you dressing this way as a kid too? Because I know you growing up as a pastor's kid, you weren't allowed to. You said you were doing 50-50.
Yeah.
And the 50-50, no.
I wasn't dressing like this, but
Not even just this, because you've dressed other ways.
I'll give you
that's a
some
bit
pictures
more-
and you're gonna watch them and you'll be surprised.
As a kid?
Yeah.
How was it like?
I had a friend in America, she's called Nad. Anytime she comes back from
with
America.
a big butt.
You know her?
Yeah.
Not with the big butt? Yeah.
Anytime she
I love her.
comes back from America, I go to her house, she makes me up like a woman. She puts eyelashes on me and I'll enjoy myself in her mirror. After I'll clean everything and
They
go
come
home.
back home. Wow.
So what
But when I grew up, I didn't want to do that shit no more.
Oh. So why were you doing
I
that
don't
then?
even like people who do that thing even. It pisses me off.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know no more. I mean, I can't
But you
explain.
liked it then.
Yeah, I was even doing it more. But me, and when you are doing it every time, it's yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm very sorry. I'm
so
not
anybody-
I think
trying
it
to-
all has to do with the changes and
But I
things
don't
you're
know. But
talking about.
And preferences
even
as
when you do that,
well.
I don't even like you coming close to me.
Like
Because I
as
ask
a
my
Bema
guy,
oil lashes and makeup and
no,
stuff.
I don't like you coming close to me. But before, I was doing it. But now I don't like people who does that.
But like, so as a kid, did you have like friends, like a friend group or something that used to believe in what you believed in?
Right.
Of
That's-
course, I
you
had
need
a
to
lot
be
of
yourself and all of
acquaintances.
that.
I had a lot. Some of them are doctors. Some of them are pharmacists. Up to now, I don't want to mention anyone's name.
That's okay.
Aish,
Yeah.
gosh.
Wow.
So yeah, so now getting to, you said that you lost friends not because of your lifestyle or the way you dress or anything, but it's because of betrayal.
If I told you earlier on, even in my even in relationship, as personal relationships, I try to even pamper my partner even more
Than
than
yourself.
myself. It's the same thing applies to my friends. I can love Ifya as a friend. I may hold this fan. You may ask me, hey, it's fine. I will say, oh, if you bought it for me, but me what?
Wow.
I'm that kind of person. So I don't know whether those things I do, they see me to be weak. And they know when I charge too, my charging is very different. Me, I can be,
We all know.
I can be down for you to step on me like a
Yeah.
sheep. I'm a very humble person. But when I realize you want to take advantage of me, you'll be very sorry. Trust me.
So
because
they-
I wouldn't do to you what you are doing to me. So why do you want to do it to me? You think I'm a fool? That is why people think I'm a very difficult person. I'm not a difficult person.
Okay. So coming back to the whole fashion sense and dressing stuff, right? Do you believe in the saying, dress the way you want to be addressed? Do you think it's something that is proper? Do you think we are supposed to go by it, or
Okay,
you
let
can
me say,
like
I've passed that stage of thinking of what people think of me.
Period.
And I have a lot of fashionistas or
yeah.
high society people in America that I'm not dressing fair.
Oh.
So if I think I want to dress like someone today or this person today, I just go to the page, glance through it, look at what I'm going to wear, I'm a car, me share. Yummy. And then yes, so say me share keke, say me show, say me making sure say ebe fata me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I feel you.
It is a say 5,000 Ghana cedis, 6,000 Ghana cedis airport my dear biasha. Now, maybe because of prostitution is taking place, it has come to stay. Me to make America 10 days, I go to boots.
What did you just say?
Because of
Prostitution is
prostitution is
here to stay.
taking place and it has come to stay. You know when prostitution started?
A long time ago.
Because I'm a prostitute.
You're a prostitute.
Yeah.
No, you're not, Tadado.
I'm a prostitute.
How you a prostitute?
You do. I
I feel like Tadado's version of prostitution is different from your own version.
It's not like the normal prostitute.
Explain to us. We want to get it.
So you see, so I say these things more time, and that's why I say if you don't vibe with me,
Yeah.
sometimes when I say it,
You wouldn't understand.
Yeah. Yes.
True.
And the prostitution, what kind of prostitution? is that
Maybe
about?
prostitution here. Okay, let me tell you. Growing up, I was only with prostitutes.
You only want? Oh, you really? Okay.
Growing up as a young boy, because my white girlfriend's mom used to own a place in Tobacco, Manila, but it was only for prostitutes.
Like a brothel.
You understand? When the ships come from different countries, that's where they come and have fun. So by the time you come, I'll be at the counter serving. You understand? Me serve. Sometimes my shaman sa nails tin. Me girl so sata no girl no and fun.
Yeah.
Into me fit is our time in ya, me, Madame for Moses, and I said, Nana would do I show you. Well, I would do I show you.
Okay.
Into me, and yes, I show you, I do prostitution for money or anything.
Okay.
But me a prostitute on my own way.
Can you
So
explain
I
that
show
way?
by association, Anna.
By me, I mean, who was me a show you my gangalia be a min and what? I'm banning yami who internet is somewhere and me I show you with class. I show you a minister for the when I show Kolan, you feel me? I mean, I show you a brand.
Yes, a brand.
What you say? And yet, Basa show you. So do I show you better advert I could not quite So I show you pa. You want more English? Are you a Brody?
No, because the show, it goes to Nigeria.
Oh, Nigeria. Hey, so I'll go to Abuchi.
Yeah.
Oh, really? you know. Okay, let me put it this way.
Yeah.
If you may think, if you may say she's a bad bitch, true of us. But if you will step out and see someone, she'll be like, wow, this is a damn bitch. That's how I want to put it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you are the leader of the gang.
That's what I say.
Oh my God. So let's talk about, living in Ghana, you not being the regular Ghanaian, the way you are, the way you speak, your confidence that you have. Have you ever had to pay a price for the way you are, how free you are, the way you think? Have you ever been somewhere that you weren't accepted, but because of who you are and the way you are, you had to pay a price for it?
Okay. So I don't know whether people do that, like your old schools, you join groups.
Yes.
And stuff like that. So in my high school, SS, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
High school
America,
SS,
no,
yes.
into JSS,
Junior high school.
Junior high school.
Yes.
So they added these groups and stuff like that, but I wasn't really interested going, like, you understand it?
Yeah.
Me, I know myself, so me, I know where I'll go and where I won't go.
Yeah.
I mean, growing up, but not now. Now, everywhere I want to go, I'll go. But those days, I'm very careful and particular about places I go. Because in my mind, those times, someone could hurt me. Because I was young.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then we were added to the group, and one of my classmates, Yvonne, Nana would let's go. I said I won't go. I got to the location where all our mates are meeting. I greeted, nobody mind me.
Why?
I asked, but why will I?
Like, okay, so you got there, you greeted them, and nobody said anything
No.
to you because of what you were wearing?
I don't know what I
were
wasn't
you
even
wearing?
wearing anything. Like they just wasn't interested, like trying to associate themselves with me.
But when you were in school, were they associated
Of course,
with you?
of course.
So then what changed?
I don't know.
Is it because you became more popular?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't
was
popular by then.
back then.
But can you believe? Just I think 2 years ago, there was another program like that, and Yvonne was like, "Let's go." This same Yvonne, like, "Hey, Yvonne, I should go." So that's what your people went to do to me. 10 years ago, they will go and do it to me ago. Can you believe when I got there, everybody was rushing to talk to me?
Of course.
Oh, I saw you on TV. Oh, and I saw you. And I was like, hey, this guy who has been insulting me today.
Today they know me.
So that goes to
Nipa.
show you about human beings. They only praise you when they see you're beneficial or you've reached somewhere in life.
You know the number of messages I get from, excuse my language, gay little guys who I don't know how they see me, but try to confine in me to test me, to tell me I'm going through this. My parents like this. They've sacked me from the house. It's a price you have to pay, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, true.
Whether you like it or not, if you are born feminine, that is the price you will pay.
But it's not fair then.
It's not, because nothing is fair in this
Life
world.
is not fair in this world.
Nothing is fair in this world. And put it in your mind till you die. It's not like it's going to stop today or tomorrow or when you grow up. Till you die. If you come, maybe try me yes, can you put be
Yeah.
True.
Do you?
You understand? Even now that I'm rich, I have money, I have everything in this, that I can buy anything. When I even step up, people gossip, but you can say that. They won't even say it for you to hear, but you know you're gossiping.
Yes,
Yeah, true.
Yes, you can
So
tell.
if you're a young feminine guy and you are going through dilemma or agony or anything in this
Comes
life,
to the
keep till you die. Then, if you want those things to end, then kill
Unless you
yourself.
change.
Nana, so
Or you have to die.
Are you also
Oh.
saying that? Are you also saying that if maybe you follow the societal norms, your life would be at least different? And
Nobody
then
is saying you should follow societal norms, because me, I'm not following any societal norms.
Yes,
or
you
anything.
don't,
I'm
but
saying
then-
you should feel free and be yourself.
yourself.
But put it in your mind that you will still face challenges because you are feminine.
Yes.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yes, but then you said some people reach out to you telling you that, oh, like this is what they are going through and stuff like that. Did you get it?
But me, I will never have that conversation with you. Then you go and sit on the internet and come and say that,
that,
me, I'm
yeah,
gay. I'm gay, so you came to chat me and I will
you
never have that
responded. Yeah,
conversation.
People talk. People
You
talk.
understand?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
No, go
okay,
ahead.
so we know you to be someone that's like very confident and all of that. Has there ever been a time where like all of these things that people say about you actually got to you?
That was when I was young. Come on, sweetheart. I've been on TV for 8 good years. I was shooting a Fiat Plastica every Saturday.
I remember.
Saturday, look at the earrings and everything on my face. I was even facing them.
Yeah,
I was facing them.
Do you know that
and look at now.
if you wasn't
Even
in
the
the Saturday
hairstyle that
episode,
you-
it's
And
so
look at the
nice.
hairstyles. There's no hairstyle I haven't had in this world before. Somersaulting hairstyles and lematosing hairstyles.
I've never seen you in front of.
No, I don't
Do front
What's the
style.
hairstyle?
No, I mean those hairstyles
The
I was
braids
doing.
and the twists
Yeah,
and
yes,
stuff.
The
but
lots.
Coloring.
yes, but Weavon is not part of my style. I don't.
But the braids, it was your natural hair.
Yeah, it was my natural hair.
So going back to the religious aspect and whatnot. So like we talked about, you grew up in a Christian home and whatnot, and then in the Christian understanding, there is heaven and hell. Do you believe? Well, I feel like I know your answer already.
Oh,
But I'm going to answer.
I did when I was a Christian.
You believed in heaven and hell.
Yeah.
And what did you? And at that time, what did you think heaven and hell was?
It's you're gonna die and go to hell. You're gonna burn in hellfire.
And then heaven is where, like.
Yeah, in the sky somewhere there.
Okay, so then you believe that hell was down there and heaven was.
Yes, because
Okay.
growing up, I think
That's
that's
what you were
all we
told.
all knew.
That's
true
what we
or
were
false?
told.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
then, as coming out of it, what is your idea and thoughts about heaven and hell now,
So this is heaven. We're
Where?
in heaven. All of us are in heaven now.
or hell?
Yeah. If you are living in poverty, you are in hell.
Oh, if you're suffering,
Yeah.
you're in hell.
Yeah. Oh, no need sika. You are poor. You are in hell. Trust me.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then when you're in heaven is when you are
You have
financially stable.
You can afford everything you want. Not rich, but you can afford
You're
everything.
comfortable.
You're comfortable. That's the word.
So
Right.
heaven and hell in your perception
Philosophy?
is about, yes, sweetheart, thank you for the English. Heaven and hell in your philosophy is about having and having nots.
Yes.
So those who have are in a place of lacking.
Yeah. And those who are suffering on the street
those who are
selling
suffering,
tomatoes.
that
and-
is-
yeah, they are in hell.
that is hell.
Yeah. Trust me.
Okay.
But what
Even our parents who are rich and they are even sitting in the sun selling tomatoes are in hell. You say, well, unless they are done and they are home enjoying their life.
what if that person who is selling and making a living for themselves see that to be their heaven?
No.
Because your perception is not their reality.
Let me tell you something, Ifya. You know what is soft life?
Yeah, I do.
Softy.
Can you compare soft life to hard life?
No.
No.
Can you call soft life hell?
No.
No. Well. Stop over there. It depends on how you're receiving the soft life.
It doesn't matter however you are receiving the soft life.
Maybe-
Soft life.
Soft life is soft life.
So what if you're going through a hard time before you receive the soft life?
What about?
What if you're
'You're suffering
'cause
to
there's
get
some
the soft
people-
life.
Because there's some people who are on
So
social media.
You've gotten to heaven then.
So you-
But what about no? What I'm saying is
If
this.
you are, when I was suffering, I didn't have money to buy everything I needed. I was in hell.
Right, you were lacking. So you were in a place of lacking, so you were in hell.
Yes.
And I made my point in the say, there are some people, you heard about those Dubai porta potty things, where they go to Dubai, they get shitted on, they get pissed on, they're sleeping with dogs just to come and live a soft life after. But isn't being shitted on, is that heaven or hell?
However, they got their money and they are enjoying now, they are in heaven.
Okay, okay. So back to my point of the person.
But you know,
who's
at the
selling-
moment, at the moment they were shooting their mouths and whatever they were doing,
That's hell.
they were in hell. You know that?
Okay.
Yeah, but that's why I said, however they did to get their money, the fact that you are living a soft life, you are in heaven.
Okay, but so then back to the conversation of those who are selling things on. Because there's levels in soft life and there's levels in hard life. Okay, the people who are selling tomatoes, to them, they've even gotten
Okay, so
capital
if you
to
say
create
if
something
you say
for
if you are
themselves.
telling me there are levels in soft life,
Yes. Oh, wait, matter fine.
the
And things in soft life.
fingers are not the same.
Exactly.
So you may say you are rich,
Yes.
but someone may be richer than you.
Exactly.
You may say you are in heaven, but someone who will say he's in heaven.
Yes.
So then that is why I'm putting it and say, no matter how soft the life is, you are in heaven.
Yeah.
Yes.
It just has to be soft.
It's just as simple as
That's all.
ABCD.
But it depends on how the person perceives soft to be.
If yeah,
Yes.
Oh, true.
What you perceive to be soft, I will not perceive to be soft.
that is why I'm saying you may say you are rich, someone may be richer than you. So no matter however you are, so far as it's a soft life
For you.
for you,
Yes.
you are in
You're
heaven.
in heaven.
So far
But
as
you can't wake up early in the morning, or you can't wake up. Let me put that one. You can't wake up and you don't even have a dime on you to eat, and you say you are in heaven.
no, that one there.
You can't wake up and you have to call a friend to buy a food.
So now we've made our point about heaven and hell. You believe that heaven and hell is not a physical place.
No,
It's not
no.
a place you go to after you die.
No.
It's about having the abundance of whatever you need in this life. That's heaven. And then when you don't have it, what you're lacking is hell.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means you don't believe in the afterlife.
I believe in reincarnation.
Okay, so you believe that when you die, you come back again.
Yes.
Come back again to do what?
Okay, I don't know whether you've lived in America all your life, but
Yes.
those of us who have been here since we were young, you can give birth to someone and your grandmother or your mother will say, hey, where there wawo me mami o?
Yes. Yes.
Where there wawo me papa o?
Yes.
Why? Because however the kids behave, it's like your mom or your
Exactly.
dad or your maybe whoever you are referring to.
Yeah.
But the person wouldn't come physically like the way Theodore was.
Yes.
But you can see that this person is a Theodore.
Yes, and you know what? And I can say that there is a confirmation. I know you're gonna say I'm getting into the Bible, but when they said John the Baptist was a reincarnation of Elijah, so reincarnation is in the Bible.
Yeah.
But a lot of our religious folks don't even know that. But reincarnation is something I believe in also. I also believe that I was a better bitch back in the day. You know? Like, I believe it. Were you gonna say something?
No, I was even going to talk about the reincarnation because
Yeah.
I think with reincarnation, a lot of us believe that it really happens because there are sometimes where even somebody might come back because he feels like he couldn't finish or fulfill whatever they wanted to do on earth.
Yes.
You get it? So they come
reborn,
in,
yeah.
Yes.
give birth, and then they just disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there are some too, they feel like they still want to come back. You get it? So you have, I don't know if you remember, there was a time on Twitter where they put some old person's picture and then post somebody that they feel like looks identical and be like, this is the same person that has come. So with that one, I really think
No, but even like I see these history books and a lot of these like back in the day, like 1908, 1920, they put a picture of Nicki Minaj and how she looks like this person.
Yeah.
Maybe a picture of Tornado and how like we all come back into this life. So
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people believe in reincarnation, but they're a bit quiet about it because our society does not believe in those things. They believe in that after you die, either you go to heaven, which is in the sky, or hell, which is under the
No,
ground.
but then
which
again,
I do not
Everywhere
believe
in the
in.
sky.
talking about reincarnation, right? If you believe that people die and then they come back, where do they go before they come back?
It's
Is
the
it that-
spirits.
Hey.
the spirit,
It's because you leave the body.
If do you believe in heaven and hell?
Heaven and hell, like Tanada said, everything is in the mind. I believe that everything is in the mind. Heaven is in the mind. Hell is in the mind. When you're
Okay.
going through torment, when you're going through torture,
That's
when
hell.
when you're just stressed the fuck out, that is hell.
Okay.
That's why someone can say, this shit feel like heaven when they go on a private jet.
Yeah.
This shit feel like heaven.
Yeah.
Because they're feeling
Yeah.
the euphoric
Yeah.
feeling of
Yeah.
heaven.
Yeah.
And when somebody obi the cat. Somebody's owing money, or somebody's stressed out. You're telling, I'm
Or
going
someone
through
is in
hell.
the hospital, very sick.
Somebody's going to, I'm going
thing
through
feels
hell.
like hell.
Yes. So I believe that heaven and hell is a state of mind.
Yeah.
It's a state of consciousness. It's not I don't believe it's in the sky. Because I think they were leaving the body. So where is the body going to in the heaven? And where is the body going to in the hell?
Yeah.
We leave the body. There's a spirit that goes back into wherever it is. So I believe in reincarnation. I believe that heaven and hell is in the mind. It's a concept of a concept of consciousness and how you feel. And I believe in a lot of things that Tornado believes in, but with Tornado, he doesn't believe in the whole. So Tornado, how do you see the Bible? The Bible. How do you? What do you think the Bible is? Do you think the Bible is
I think the Bible is just a storybook.
okay? Storybook. Explain. Just saying, storybook. Open a Troy.
Yes, the way you people think it's from God or something. No, God didn't write anything, please.
I don't think people think God wrote. I think people.
Oh, that says the word of God. God wrote it. Blah 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 blah.
So I feel like you see the mistake. a lot of misinterpretation has been going on. When they say the word of God, because in the Bible it says God is love, God is good, God is all things great. So when they say the word of God, I think it's the word of love, the word of freedom.
If you are crying, it's all cry down home. It's all cry down because that's a wooden Bible.
When it comes to religion, when it comes to spirituality and stuff like that, I would have to disagree with you because I'm going with what I was taught from childhood.
Right.
You get it? So I feel like if I want to go into if I want to be somebody that's religious or go to spirituality, I would have to do more like research on those things. That's why when you're talking about those things, I don't have anything to say because
so
I'm just going with what I was taught.
What you were taught as a child.
Yeah, from
the same way.
I was taught that there's Jesus Christ, there's the Holy Spirit, all those things. Like when you die, you have to live a good life so that when you die, your spirit goes to a place where you have rest. And also, if you don't live as a good person, when you die...
But since we are all human beings, we are all subject to human errors. You can never be perfect when you die.
Well, that's true.
Thank you very much.
So that we can never be perfect, but the way we treat people has to be perfect.
That's what I'm saying.
That is the perfection that God talks about.
That's what I'm saying.
Our righteousness is in the faith of Christ, and when we talk about Christ, it's about the teachings of Christ, doing good. That's the confusion. I love my brother so much. So I feel like there's a lot of confusion with religion and spirituality. Jesus Christ did not come and say, follow me and teach religion. He was teaching you how to love each other. The greatest commandment was to love each other.
Yeah.
So, what was even the conversation? What was I even talking about before?
I have a question. Let's go back to
about religion.
Yes, about religion.
And
So you already told us how you moved from believing in God and all of that to something else, right? To believing that you need to get up and work for what you want to get.
Yes.
You need to get up and do other things to get comfortable and all of that. How was the transition like? Did you just wake up and say that, you know what? Okay, I'm done with God. I'm done with religion. I'm done with Christianity. I'm moving into something else. Or it had to take time.
My dad died before I became a free thinker. Pushing it to my mom's side. You know how moms are.
Yeah.
When I started learning about those things and when she says something about God is it, then I throw the shit and those things. She'll say, you are mad. But she realized that I was constantly talking about it.
Yes.
Then she realized maybe it's something that he has learned for himself.
Yes.
So I went to speak about Muslims and something, and they were attacking me.
We're talk about Muslims?
Yes, I put in the Quran and the whatever in the toilet. It's on.
You put the Quran in the toilet?
It was a picture, but they thought I did it. It was just a picture, and I commented. I think I wrote something. I posted it, and I wrote something on it. So. People liked me at those times, but when I started doing those religious stuff, people started drifting away from me.
Yeah.
Because they'll see you to be an outcast or to be a devil.
Like a demon.
Yes, so I stopped talking about religion issues.
Okay.
Because I realized it was getting offended. It was
Offending people.
It was
You are
offending
offending people,
my
offensive to
own,
people.
even big men that I knew who were giving me money. Most of them were Muslims, and they were like, "Oh, Kawasem, don't give her say your thing.
Right.
Don't be saying."
Which is true.
You understand? No, I was just explaining to them that it wasn't something that I did. It was just a picture, and so I just decided to stop talking about religion and let everyone believe in whatever he or she.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I think that's one thing I love about him because he never projects it on others.
Yes, I don't want to force.
Yeah.
I don't want to force people to do what they do.
Yeah.
If you're my partner and you come and I'm doing my teachings and you think it makes sense to you and you want to take it, fine. But I'm not going to impose anything on anyone.
And that's what I love about you. I feel like you, we're going to come to an end very soon. But I feel like with you, you are who you are unapologetically. And you're not trying to force yourself on other people.
No.
If you like me and you're attracted to me, you're welcome.
Yep.
And if you don't like me, you don't like what I do.
Get the fuck out of here.
So before condolences to your mom passing away also.
Thank you.
Before your mom passed away, does she now fully understand your way of thinking?
She knew, but she didn't care about whatever I understand or what. She was doing her own thing. When she was sick and I go there and she's watching this pastor preaching on, and she will be, old woman, how, and I'm laughing. She thinks I'm crazy. No, she rather tells me I'm lost.
Yes. My mom says the same thing
Yeah,
to me
she
too.
tell me I'm lost.
She says the same thing to me because you know that like we said, that's their norm. That's what they're used
Yeah.
to. That's the
Yeah.
like you said. And yeah, dad, it's a tale. It's what you know, and that's what you. But I feel like as you also get older and you really want to seek the truth, you will eventually find the truth on your own.
Yeah.
I wanted to find God on my own. I left the church. I said no, it gotta be more to God than this.
Yeah.
You know, because I was seeing a lot of hypocritical
And when
things.
I was in church, I was singing for Jesus and all. I was in junior youth choir singing for Jesus. I've sung for Jesus so many times. I didn't get anything.
No, don't say that.
Your reward is in heaven.
His reward is
I'm already
here.
in my heaven, baby.
He's already in his heaven. You know, but
Yeah, so that's the reward he's enjoying. The money, plenty
I guess you
money.
can say that too. But from one free thinker to spiritually inclined person to another, I love who you are. I love how you don't give a fuck what anybody has to say about you. I want you to continue walking in this grace, this love, this positive energy, this light that you are. Honestly, like the people that are like us, we get judged very badly.
Yeah.
People judge us the wrong way because it's like we live in our truth.
Yeah.
But it goes to show, say, it's we that we have the pure hearts.
Yeah.
Because we don't hide anything inside.
We are not fake.
We're not fake.
Yeah.
It's the quiet ones that I really believe that I'm gonna make
And why, do you know that not most of the things you do or even how
People
those
perceive you to be.
those of us that they see us to be an outcast, I think most people even wish they could do
Yes,
stuff we
true.
do,
Yes.
but they don't have the willpower
Thank
to
you.
do it.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
why
you.
they
That's
hate
it.
and judge.
Period.
And
And
Nana, I'm somebody that I also want to kind of like work on my self-confidence, self-love. Like if there's something that I believe
You don't
in.
have confidence?
Oh, I do.
Why, you think you're an ugly bitch?
No, I do. I'm just asking.
No,
the
but
question.
if you don't have confidence, it may be like you may think maybe you're an ugly bitch or maybe your mouth smells.
Oh no. I do. Like the confidence is there.
Yeah,
you get
because
it.
those are the key things that will make someone lose confidence.
and I'm
No. Listen. That one is different. Like what the confidence I'm talking about is like, let's say you example, right? If you walk through that door and you come here, your confidence is perceived. You don't even
But
have
if you
to
don't
say
have
it.
confidence, you can't wear what you are wearing here.
Exactly. Period. So you have confidence.
Trust me.
So you
If
have
you don't have
confidence.
confidence, you can't wear this.
Maybe
Trust
she
me.
wants more confidence. Is it what
Like,
you want?
No, like
But-
his type of
No,
confidence.
don't
How
think
does he do
don't
it?
think I have too
But
much
he
confidence.
grew up.
I'm a very shy person.
Shy.
I'm a very, very shy person.
I
Trust
swear.
me.
Like-
Most of the time, my partner have to push me, go, you can make it. Even when I wear those clothes that I know people will insult me, when we are going, I'm like, baby, this
Are you
today
sure
they will
it's okay?
insult me, Papa. He said, go, show them. So he even gives me more confidence.
But I feel like you
Okay,
also
sure.
grew your confidence.
I understand.
Yeah,
I have.
same thing with
but,
you.
but still,
Ferrari.
yes.
Yes.
Naturally, maybe
Ferrari,
Ferrari.
yes. Yes. So like I think with you, your confidence will only grow as you grow.
As you grow.
Yes, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
So the last thing, if your dad was alive right now,
I wouldn't be Tornado.
eh,
Yes.
you would be who?
He won't even allow me to come on that TV. Trust me.
So then
Wow.
what? So then wow. So
I said my father is very, very strict.
so who would you have been?
I don't
Maybe a
know.
pastor
What is your
by
actual
now.
name?
Nana Kwaisan Wood.
So you would have been Nana Kwesen Wood.
Yes.
You would have been.
I'll
you
be
would have
Nana
been
Wood. That's the people
Nana
that
Wood.
Nana Wood.
So was it a? I don't. I'm sorry if I say this wrong. So was it a blessing for your father's death so you can be who you are?
I don't know.
Because if it wasn't for your father dying, you wouldn't be who you are today.
Yeah, and trust me, I even regret being who I am today.
Oh, what?
Yes.
How?
Okay.
I always say that in my next life, I don't want to be known.
What
we're
are
gonna
you
need
saying?
part two.
Yes, I always say I don't want to be known no more in my next life
but
because I want to live a free life.
But
Okay, you want to
be.
be yourself,
Yes,
but
and
you
live a
want to be
free life.
private.
Like, oh,
Yeah, I want to be
it's not a
private.
yeah, okay.
Yes, me person in future, may you
Yeah.
be me.
But
Yeah.
the future is tomorrow. Okay.
No, I mean,
you
like-
can create that for yourself.
No, it's not possible. I'm already
Why
known.
is it not possible?
I'm already
Maybe
known.
you can go to freaking Zambia and I say you can go
Or you can
to
go back to
you can go to
Thailand.
Antarctica
Yeah.
and disappear from this world.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people in Hollywood where they just did like one movie
I
or
know.
one song and they just disappeared.
I know.
then
You can
But
disappear.
me if I disappear for 100 years, they'll still find me. See, I go places in the dark and I think nobody will even see. Trust me. If I said trust me.
No, I feel that I want to really live a private life. Like I want to have like my ranch, my farm, away from people, somewhere. That's the kind of life I want to live. And
Me,
I
my
feel like
next
it's
life,
in my
I don't
mind-
even want anybody to know me. Like,
Yeah.
I should
So-
be able to feel free and come and sit here and eat bangkung.
and do whatever you
Yeah.
want. But you can do that now. There's nothing stopping you.
I do it, but I'm not saying I don't do that.
So be a whom.
I don't care. Me, yes, for me, yeah. But the ambassador trying to say in my next life,
You don't wanna be known.
Yes,
Okay.
And then next life, it's a baby. I'm saying reincarnation.
yeah.
Okay.
Obey
Nana,
upon
which
it.
then?
Obi wa honoma ope. Obi so wa honoma.
Pet. Okay, well, today's conversation was amazing, talking about finding your own path. And you're out there and you're like Tornado, where you feel like you're not accepted in society. Take his advice, honestly, like be yourself. And it's not easy to be yourself in this society, but what else could you be? Because even if you were born short, people will make fun of you for being short. If you were born tall, people are going to make fun of you being tall. So whatever you were born to be, you are going to be ridiculed for it. But just have the confidence and believe that this is who you are, this is how you were created, and just live in it and thrive in it, right? It's an awoka.
Yep.
They brought for no. Thank you so much for coming
You're
today.
welcome.
I'm gonna see you on Saturday and Sunday. I'm coming with the girls.
Oh, yeah. I'll be expecting you, girls.
Yes,
We're gonna turn Tema upside down.
I thought we were gonna wear black. So isn't it?
My mom is a twin.
Okay.
Yeah, so in our Ga tradition, if you're a twin, everything is white.
Oh, my
yeah.
mom is a twin.
Oh,
Are you,
nice.
your girl also?
I'm got Adan B. Actually.
Okay.
Okay.
So that means so it's a celebration of life. It's not death.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Oh, that's beautiful. I didn't
yeah.
know. And I mean, remember,
And
close, yeah.
twins are perceived to have like some kind of powers and stuff like that.
What kind of powers?
You know how they believe in, tradition believe.
It's a
in-
belief that's
in
there.
Twins, yes.
Okay, you didn't
I don't know
know.
anything. Oh.
Even during their festivals and everything, they have like
Yeah.
some
Even,
rites that they
yeah.
perform for them and all of that.
Only
For
for
twins?
They're
twins.
treated
Yeah.
differently. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should. If you're rich.
I'll read. Alright, guys, thank you so much for joining us today on Rants, Bants, and Confessions. Our guest, amazing Tornado.
Yeah.
You guys listen, follow Nigerian for you guys. This guy, he is the best person.
I'm sure they know him.
Very entertaining, like
Yeah.
from A to Z.
With 18 years in
In the
media.
industry,
Oh my God.
yeah. He's an amazing guy, and I love him so much. I'm
Thank
gonna
you,
continue loving you
yeah.
for. I told him we are together for life, this life and the next life.
That's it.
Okay, this was Rants, Bants, and Confessions. Deuces.
Bye.
Bye.